There is a fringe for $16.38. Now this is the grand total. This is after I added the one. Do you want the total for that? No. Okay, that's the grand total. Yeah, I just added a small one. This is what we're. Yep. Okay. You're welcome. Tracy coming? Yes. Eventually. I'll just take notes. Okay.
Hey Dawn, have you been able to look up about that Smith Cemetery?
I have not. I'll put it on the top of my list for today.
Okay, I'm gonna call her today and just let her know that we're still looking.
Yeah, tell her I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It's just
It's crazy, I know.
too many other things to do.
I got you. Thank you.
Yep.
Change your bank information. Take me this time. Thank you. We,
Morning, Aaron.
Some of the offices that have a higher volume, they're in and out. That's how you can determine if you're important. I won't even say anything on it.
I got something from somebody, yeah?
It's from George.
From who?
George.
And they'll sign you up for stuff
Hey.
before it does.
I better get George something. We got another meeting, don't we? December before Christmas.
Thank you. Okay, very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How's he doing, good? All right. Okay, return business.
Mike's on.
Lights on?
Mike's.
Mine's on. I don't want to be like Vice President Biden now.
I'm
Hot minded.
Are you ready? Yep.
Some descriptive words.
Yeah,
Ooh.
we should use those words.
Please join us in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, do we have any agenda deletions or corrections? All right. Out of respect for our online viewers, please speak loud and clear if you are to present today. Okay, item number 1, consent agenda. A, claim, $272,281.92. Fringes, $16.38. B, minutes to approve work session 11:15:19, regular meeting 11:19:19, and special meeting 11:19:19. C, acknowledge the 2019 Weed Commissioner Report. Approve ASME tentative agreement with possible action. E, approve hire Brian Lester, road maintenance tech 1, secondary roads effective 11/25/19. F, approve hire Chad Elliott, road maintenance tech, secondary roads effective 12/23/19. And G, approve abatement of mobile home taxes pursuant to Iowa Code 435.25 on Title 91011346 in the amount of $74 plus all accrued interest. I'll have a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
Further discussion? Tracy?
Schultz,
Aye.
DeCook,
Aye.
McIntyre,
Aye. Item 2, consider canvass of 11-19-19 city and school.
and actually this is there was a correction on a typo on a number for Martinsdale St. Mary's School. So it was just correcting, I believe it was Nicole Bunch, the number was, did not get saved when we changed numbers, so we were correcting the totals on that.
Okay.
The numbers were all correct, it was just the total did not get on there.
Okay. All right. I'll take a motion to approve the canvas.
So moved.
Second.
Any further discussion?
Schultz,
Aye.
DeCook,
Aye.
McIntyre,
Aye. Okay, item 3, consider award of contract for project number BROS-SWAP-CO91 (128) (SE-91) with possible action.
Okay, this is for the bridge replacement on 30th Avenue in Warren County. We had a total of 4 bidders. Engineer estimate on this bridge replacement was $640,000. I'll start with the highest bidder. Highest apparent bidder was Jensen Construction Company at $768,946.90. Next, Cunningham Reese, $743,687.39. Then Murphy Heavy Contracting Corporation, $697,448.25. And then the apparent low bidder is Herberger Construction Company at $605,531.70. So we recommend award of contract to Herberger Construction.
So moved.
Second.
Further discussion?
Schultz,
Aye.
DeCook,
Aye.
McIntyre,
Aye. Okay, item 4, consider quote and acceptance and approval of 2020 fuel bid contract with possible action.
So this one has some technicalities associated with it, which I'll walk you through here and then let you guys make that determination on it. So first and foremost, there is language when we send out these quotes that says the board does have the right to waive any and all technicalities. Technicalities, as an example, could consist of them not submitting a bid bond, not sealing the envelope, not submitting it on time, things of that nature. So we did receive one quote on Friday and then another one after the deadline. So you have a couple options before you. You can choose to accept that one quote, or you can reject all bids and rebid the process and hopefully obtain 2 or 3 quotes. So kind of your decision, but I guess I'll take any questions as it stands with that. And I know Megan, you're kind of aware of the situation, but
I guess what we know it is a fairly substantial number.
correct.
And if we had at least 2 bids, we're not sure if we got a reasonable bid or not. I'm probably assuming that it's reasonable, but I guess I would consider accepting none and then rebidding it.
Okay.
I mean, that's my thoughts, but.
And that is in line with the policy to try and get more competition with quotes. If you do rebid, there's a chance that you'll get 2 or 3 quotes as opposed to just one.
Yeah, I would concur with Supervisor Schultz. The numbers are significant, and so the opportunity for better numbers will arise with more bidders and having one. I'm not saying it was a bad bid. I would rather have that proved up by looking at 2 or 3 other ones as well to know that it was a good bid or know that it wasn't a good bid. So I would concur.
Okay, then I would need a motion from the board.
Let's see, this reads, consider quote acceptance and approval. I guess,
Move to reject the bid,
okay,
And then,
rebid it.
and you reject.
Okay, I would move that we reject the bid and receive additional bids or open it up again or whatever
There
the
you go,
proper.
put it out for, move it.
I would second that. Further discussion?
Scholl,
Aye.
McCook,
Aye.
McIntyre,
Aye.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. All right, number 5, supervisors report. Supervisor Schultz?
Yes, since the last meeting, what was that, November 19th? I've attended the following meetings: Iowa College Aid, YMCA, RAGBRAI, Chamber, Keep Iowa Beautiful, and Water Trails. That would be my report.
Thank you. Supervisor DeClerk?
Thank you. In addition to our normal meetings, we had a special last week. Attended a user group meeting with multiple follow-ups. I'll provide a brief Justice Center update next. Actually, I'll do that last. Attended tree lighting festival in Norwalk. Justice Center update, let's just jump to that. Yeah, okay. Following the last meeting, we found some additional reductions that we're moving forward with. I think it'll open up to additional bidding, which as spoken to David, our engineer, earlier, that the larger the nexus of bidders, the better generally the outcome is as far as having a little more opportunity there. And so sort of getting down to the nitty gritty on the project, but was pretty happy about one of those things because I think it'll free up some space, free up some cost as well. To give the county and the people of the counties sort of a time frame, it's my understanding that design work should be completed in the next 7 or 8 days. Bid packages will follow that shortly with an early January bid package out date. Bid day itself will be at the end of January, but it will be in January. If you recall from prior meetings and updates, I said I had a two-pronged focus with this, and those haven't changed. It hasn't changed at all. First, it was to reduce the cost of the building, to get it to a level that was financeable, to get it to a level that was materially and substantially reduced from the bids that came this summer. And the second aspect, which goes hat in hand with the numbers, is regard to timing. Bidding in the middle of the year and an economy that's relatively full firing, it just, it's self-inflicted. I will say this, to the credit of this board and the prior board, we certainly learned a lot in that process. And so I do genuinely believe that exercise will be very painful for the county. While people's frustrations have probably hit a new level and continue to climb, there were some positive glass half full, if you will, takeaways from it. And one of those is very simply the outside envelope of the building. I put no fault or blame on any member of the board here or our architect or anyone else when it comes to the clip system. I think sometimes in this position you have to rely upon others' best educated guesses, and, you know, I think that that was sort of it was a thin brick veneer clip system that, frankly, people were hopeful that it would cost less, and it didn't. It cost a tremendous amount more. That's out, it's been out for a long time, but, you know, that in and of itself was something that was valuable in the process. But like I said, my approach has never changed. It's to get concrete numbers so that we don't have to speculate as a board, because that does very little good for building confidence in the county. When you don't know what it's going to cost, it's pretty difficult to say this is the path that we're going to do. So at the end of January is my hope that the numbers come in at an appropriate level, reduced from where they were this summer, and at that point only, we'll have an opportunity to look at that and see if that path makes sense, to see if that path is financeable, to see where we're at. Until then, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense to say this is what we're gonna do or not do. So I wanna see those concrete numbers that we can go to contract with in the event that they come down, in the event that they make sense. The one thing I will also state regarding the Justice Center is that as time continues to happen, you know, inflation's not our friend. I will also say that, you know, as I read things online, as I read news about it, as I hear conversation, I've certainly seen quite a great deal of misinformation. You know, it seems like there's a certain demographic here in the county that is very for it on the square. There's others that are very against it. It seems odd to me that some that are against it continuously move the numbers, and at first it was maybe the building will be functional for 15 years, and then 6 years, and then it'll be 1 year, and then it'll be obsolete the first day. I mean, it's getting to the point of you know, how do you straighten that out as far as, you know, people are going to believe what they want to believe. What I'll tell you is that a lot of research went into numbers before I was on this board, with respect to the number of inmates, with respect to the number of courtrooms needed. That really hasn't changed. And so we will have a functional building that we can go to contract at the end of January. I'm not saying that we will, but we're gonna have hard numbers that we're gonna be able to look at and make an appropriate decision at that time. So that is my Justice Center update. Last, we have a countywide Christmas party coming up on Friday. This will be my second one. I wasn't a board member at the last one, but it was certainly a good time. I look forward to this one. There's costumes, and I think that I'm going to be able to obtain a kitty Santa suit. I'm looking forward to wearing that, having some fun with our employees. In that same vein, we just had Thanksgiving, and so I won't bore you all with everything in the world I'm thankful for. That's a long list, but county specific, there are a couple things that I am thankful for that I want to take a moment. Warren County has a lot of stellar employees, just a lot. I don't pretend that I know everyone, I don't, but I see the work that happens behind the scenes, and we really do have a good team with a lot of people that are trying really hard, and I'm thankful for them. And additionally, as we approach the upcoming budget season, I will note that early estimates look good because our county is growing, and that is so envious of many other counties in the state. Do we have problems at Warren County? Absolutely. Does growth help fix some of those problems? Absolutely. So we've had presentations about the commercial development, we've had numbers looking at residential development, but what that translates to is an additional revenue streams for the county, for our cities, for our schools, and that puts us in a position that is vastly different than others, and I'm thankful for that. So with that, I'll conclude. That's all I got.
Thank you. All right, and my board report is, I attended a Motorola user group meeting in Dallas County, Aging Resources Board of Director meeting, and answered various phone calls, emails, and visited with citizens concerning upcoming budget items, roads, and courthouse and jail. All right, the time is now yours. Limit it to 3 minutes, please.
I wanted to save my oxygen, but so I sent you guys, gave you guys a card with your gift inside, so I don't have to say much. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Thank you.
George, thank you for the card.
I'll give thanks for you people that want to sit up there and take all this heat. It isn't an easy job. Anyway, and it takes no musical talent to keep harping on something all the time, but that's the kind of talent that I seem to have. I'm still on this B roads, and 180th and also Elkhorn still needs to be addressed. Some of this has land, only access they can get to their properties is off of these B roads, and these two happen to be two of them. So I would appreciate if they could follow up on that and have a good party, if it is just your second one.
Thank you.
Susan Glick, 511 West Boston. I would just like some clarification about something about the Justice Center. My understanding is there's to be a communications tower on the building. I don't see that in any of the pictures. I just would like a clarification if that's the case and the size of it, what you could tell us. Thank you.
Okay, any further comments? Okay, item 7, our next meeting date is December 17th, 2019 at 6 p.m. And I would take a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
Further discussion?
Scholl,
Aye.
DeCook,
Aye.
McIntyre.
Aye.
Okay.